Someone asks you, "Are you okay?"
And you want to say so much. You are tired, you are stressed, you are a little lonely, but also excited about tomorrow.
But in English, you only know one word.
Fine.
You say fine and you smile and you walk away.
But you are not fine.
Today, we fix that. Forever.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to EngGlowUp.
I'm Flora.
And I'm Michael.
Today, we're talking about feelings.
How to say how you feel in English.
Happy, sad, tired, nervous, proud, confused.
All of them in simple, natural English.
And at the end of today's episode,
We have 5 bonus phrases that will make you sound completely natural.
not just correct, natural.
Stay with us for those.
Let's go.
Okay, Flora, let's start with the most basic feelings.
The ones we feel every single day.
First one, happy.
Happy is a wonderful feeling.
It is. How do you say it?
You can say, "I am happy,"
Simple and clear.
or "I feel happy today."
Both are perfect. Flora, when do you feel happy?
I feel happy when I drink my morning tea.
Every morning?
Every single morning. That first cup, nothing like it.
I feel happy when I finish a big project at work.
That feeling of done, finally done.
Yes, that is a very good happy.
It really is. Okay, next feeling, sad.
Sad is the opposite of happy.
You can say, "I feel sad today."
Or, I'm a little sad right now.
That little makes it softer, more natural.
A little sad, not completely sad, just a little.
Michael, when do you feel sad?
I feel sad when a good book ends.
Really?
Yes, you spend days with those characters and then it's over.
That is unexpectedly deep, Michael.
I have layers, Flora.
Apparently. When do you feel sad, Flora? I feel sad when I'm far from my family.
That is very relatable.
Many people feel this way.
Yes, being far from home is hard.
Okay, next, tired.
Tired. Everyone knows this feeling.
You can say, "I am so tired today."
Or, I feel really tired right now.
That really makes it stronger.
I feel really tired after a long day of work.
I feel really tired after a long flight.
Both very true.
And the last basic feeling, angry.
Angry, a strong feeling.
You can say, "I feel angry."
Or, softer, I'm a little frustrated.
Frustrated means a kind of angry when something is not working,
Like when your internet is slow.
or when you can't find your keys.
I get frustrated when people are late.
I get frustrated when a plan changes suddenly.
Flora likes her plans.
Flora loves her plans.
We know.
Okay, practice time.
Yes, let's practice together.
Say this sentence out loud. Ready?
Ready.
I feel happy when, and say something that makes you happy.
Say it now, out loud.
We'll wait.
Go ahead.
Good. Now say, I feel tired when...
Your turn. Say it out loud.
Perfect. You're already speaking English about your feelings.
That was scene 1. 4 feelings down.
Many more to go.
Okay, now you know the basic feelings.
But knowing a word is not enough,
No, you need to use it in a real conversation.
because someone will ask you, "How are you?"
And you need to say more than fine.
Much more than fine.
So let's practice real conversations about feelings.
Someone asks, "How are you?"
And instead of fine, you say,
I'm really good today, actually. I got some great news this morning.
oh, that sounds interesting.
And they will say, "Really? What happened?"
And now you have a real conversation.
All because you said more than fine.
Let's try another one. Someone asks, how are you?
And you are tired. You say,
Honestly, I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep well last night.
exhausted means very, very tired.
The strongest kind of tired.
And the other person will say, "Oh no, I hope you feel better soon."
And you say, thank you. I just need a good night's sleep.
A real conversation about a real feeling.
Not fine.
Never just fine.
Now, what if someone asks how you are and you're not great?
You don't have to pretend to be happy.
No, honest feelings are okay.
You can say, "I'm okay, just a little tired today."
Or, not bad, but it's been a long week.
Or, "I'm all right, just a lot on my mind."
A lot on my mind means you're thinking about many things.
Worried, busy in your head.
Very common feeling.
Very common phrase.
And by the way, if you want to practice introducing yourself in English first,
We have a full episode on that.
link is below this video.
But for now, let's keep going.
Practice time.
Say this out loud. How are you? Someone asks you right now.
What do you say? Not fine.
Say a real feeling. Use one of our phrases.
I'm really good today. Or I'm a little tired. Or I have a lot on my mind.
Say it out loud right now.
Good. That is real English, real feeling, real conversation.
Okay, now let's go a little deeper,
More feelings, slightly more complex.
but still simple to say.
First, nervous.
Nervous is that feeling before something important.
Like a job interview.
Or speaking English with a native speaker for the first time.
I know that feeling very well.
You can say, I feel nervous.
Or I'm a little nervous about tomorrow.
Or, my stomach feels funny. I think I'm nervous.
My stomach feels funny. That is so real.
When you're nervous, your stomach does strange things.
Butterflies. That's what we call it in English.
Butterflies in your stomach.
Like little wings flying around inside.
Michael, when do you feel nervous?
I feel nervous before I speak in front of a group.
Even now?
Even now, every time. The butterflies never fully go away.
That is honest.
What about you, Flora?
I feel nervous before a big presentation at work.
Even though you are so prepared?
Even though I am extremely prepared, the nerves still come.
I think nerves mean you care.
I think you are right.
Okay, next feeling? Excited.
Excited is a happy nervous.
Yes, like nervous, but in a good way.
Before a holiday, before good news, before something wonderful.
You can say, I'm so excited.
Or, I feel really excited about this.
Or, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I can't wait means you are very eager, very excited.
Flora, when do you feel excited?
I feel excited when I travel somewhere new.
Yes, that feeling at the airport.
Before the flight, everything is possible.
I feel excited when my favorite team wins.
What team?
We don't need to get into that right now.
Michael,
Moving on. Next feeling, proud.
proud. This is a beautiful feeling.
When you do something well and you feel good about it.
You can say, I feel proud.
Or, I'm really proud of myself.
That second one is important.
Why?
Because many people find it hard to say good things about themselves.
Especially in other cultures, it can feel strange
But in English, it is completely normal.
and healthy.
I am proud of myself. Say it.
Say it out loud, right now.
I am proud of myself.
How does that feel?
Good. It should feel good.
When do you feel proud, Flora?
I feel proud when I help someone at work, when my idea makes a difference.
That is a good proud.
When do you feel proud, Michael?
I feel proud when I learn something difficult.
Like what?
I learned to cook pasta last year. Proper pasta from scratch.
That is something to be proud of.
I was very proud. I called my mother.
You called your mother about pasta?
She was very supportive.
Okay, last deeper feeling. Lonely.
Lonely, an important one.
Lonely means you feel alone, you want company, you want connection.
You can say, I feel lonely sometimes.
Or, I've been feeling a little lonely lately.
Lately means recently, in the past few days or weeks.
This is an honest feeling to share,
And many people feel it.
especially in a new place,
Or far from family.
or far from family,
Or when learning a new language.
because language barriers can make you feel alone.
Even in a room full of people.
If you feel lonely, it's okay to say it.
In English or in any language.
Practice time.
Pick one of these 4 feelings. Nervous, excited, proud, lonely.
And say a sentence about yourself right now, out loud.
I feel nervous when, or I'm excited about, or I'm proud of, or I feel lonely when.
Say your sentence. We're listening.
Okay, sometimes you have a feeling, but you don't know exactly what it is,
Yes, feelings are complicated.
even in your first language.
So, what do you say in English when you're not sure how you feel?
There are some very useful phrases for this.
First one, I don't know how I feel right now.
Honest, simple, real.
I feel a bit strange today. I'm not sure why.
A bit strange. Not sick, not sad, just off.
We all have those days.
Or I have mixed feelings about it.
Mixed feelings means you feel 2 things at the same time.
happy and sad, excited and nervous, relieved and disappointed.
Life is often mixed feelings.
Flora, have you ever had mixed feelings about something?
Yes, when I moved to Mumbai for my job,
Tell us.
I was so excited. New city, new job, new life.
But
But I was leaving Pune. My family, my friends, everything familiar.
so excited and sad at the same time.
Exactly. Mixed feelings.
That is a very human experience.
It really is.
Michael, have you had mixed feelings?
When I left Millbrook,
For Chicago?
yes, I wanted to go so much. I had wanted it for years.
But
But Millbrook is home. Mr. Patterson, the county fair, my mom's cooking.
you left all of that behind.
I did. And I'm glad I did, and I miss it. Both things are true.
Both things can be true.
That is mixed feelings.
Other useful phrases for complicated feelings.
I feel overwhelmed right now.
Overwhelmed means too many things at once, too much to handle.
I feel relieved.
Relieved means the worry is gone, something difficult is over.
Like after an exam.
Or after a difficult conversation.
I feel confused.
Means you don't understand, things are not clear.
I feel disappointed.
Means something did not happen as you hoped.
These are all slightly deeper feelings.
But still simple to say.
Practice time.
Say this sentence. Right now, I feel.
And finish it, whatever you truly feel right now, in this moment.
One word or two words.
Be honest.
There is no wrong answer.
Just a real one. Okay, we have talked about your feelings.
But feelings are not only about you.
Now, friendships and relationships need you to ask about other people's feelings too.
And in English, there are some beautiful ways to do this.
The simplest, how are you feeling today?
That today makes it specific, personal. You're asking about right now.
Or, are you okay?
3 small words, but very powerful.
When someone asks, are you okay, it means they see you.
They notice something. They care.
That is a gift.
If someone looks sad, you can say, "You seem a little quiet today. Is everything okay?"
You seem means it looks like, it appears that way.
You're not saying they are sad. You're noticing gently.
That is very kind.
Or, is something on your mind?
Is something on your mind means, are you thinking about something difficult?
Are you worried about something?
It opens the door without pushing.
And if someone shares their feelings with you, what do you say?
I understand. That sounds really hard.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
That makes complete sense.
These phrases show you're listening.
You're not trying to fix anything.
Just, I hear you. I understand.
That is sometimes all someone needs.
Michael, has someone ever asked if you were okay at exactly the right moment?
Yes, in London, my first month.
What happened?
I was sitting alone in a coffee shop. I had had a hard week.
New city, new job, far from home.
Exactly. And the barista, the person making the coffee,
Yes?
she just said, "You okay, love? You look a bit tired."
Love. A very British way of being kind.
And I nearly cried. Into my coffee.
Because someone noticed.
Because someone noticed with 3 words.
3 words can change a day.
They really can.
Practice time.
Say this out loud. Are you okay?
Say it like you mean it. Slowly, warmly.
Are you okay?
Now say, "You seem a little quiet today. Is everything okay?"
Your turn. Say it to someone near you, or say it to yourself in a mirror.
Kindness in any language starts with noticing.
And now you can notice in English.
One last thing about feelings.
Yes, this one is very useful.
In English, feelings often live in the body.
What do you mean?
When you're nervous, you say, "My heart is beating fast."
When you're happy, you say, "I have a big smile on my face."
When you're tired, "My eyes are heavy."
When you're excited, you say, "I have butterflies in my stomach."
These body phrases make your English feel very natural.
Very alive.
Let's go through some together.
Happy, I can't stop smiling.
Sad, I feel a lump in my throat.
A lump in your throat, it's that feeling before you cry.
Nervous, my hands are shaking a little.
Excited, I can't sit still. I have so much energy.
Tired, my whole body feels heavy.
Angry, I can feel my face getting hot.
These phrases are so human.
Because feelings are human.
And the body always knows first. Flora, what does your body do when you're nervous?
I talk faster.
Really?
My words come out very quickly, too quickly.
Does it help?
Never. But I do it anyway.
Michael?
I go very quiet, the opposite of Flora.
You stop talking?
Completely. I just smile and nod.
Like in a meeting?
Like in many meetings, yes.
We are all different.
And that is wonderful.
Practice time.
Say this sentence out loud.
Say, when I'm nervous,
And finish it with what your body does.
When I'm nervous, my hands shake.
When I'm nervous, I talk very fast.
When I'm nervous, I go quiet.
What does your body do?
Say it, right now, in English.
That is real. That is you in English.
Bonus time, our favorite part.
Yes. And today we have 5 phrases.
5 phrases that will make you sound completely natural when talking about feelings.
Not just correct, natural.
Phrase 1. I'm not myself today.
This means I don't feel normal. Something is off.
Sorry if I seem distracted. I'm not myself today.
Everyone understands this immediately.
Phrase 2. I'm on top of the world.
This means I feel amazing, extremely happy.
I just got great news. I'm on top of the world right now.
A beautiful expression.
Phrase 3. I'm feeling under the weather.
This means I feel a little sick. Not completely sick, just not well.
I might go home early. I'm feeling a bit under the weather.
Under the weather, like the weather got inside you.
Phrase 4. I needed that.
When something makes you feel much better.
A good meal, a good sleep, a good conversation.
That was a lovely walk. I really needed that.
Simple, warm, very natural.
Phrase 5. I have a good feeling about this.
When something feels right, when you feel hopeful.
I have a good feeling about this interview.
I have a good feeling about today.
Optimistic, positive, warm.
5 phrases, all natural, all simple.
Now you have them.
Use them today in a real conversation.
And that is today's episode of EngGlowUp.
We started with simple feelings: happy, sad, tired, angry.
We learned how to use feelings in real conversations.
We went deeper: nervous, excited, proud, lonely.
We talked about feelings that are hard to explain.
We learned how to ask about other people's feelings.
And we connected feelings to the body.
That's a lot of English about one very important topic:
The most human topic.
how we feel.
Because language is not just about information.
It's about connection
And connection starts with, how are you?
and a real answer.
Not fine.
Never just fine.
If this video helped you, please subscribe to EngGlowUp.
And share it with someone who's learning English.
Or someone who needs to hear, are you okay today?
Leave us a comment below.
Tell us, how are you feeling right now? One sentence.
Use one of today's phrases.
We read every single comment.
Everyone.
Until next time,
Keep glowing up your English
and keep sharing how you feel.
in English and in life.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.